Ave Satanis, Ave Lucifera, Ave Lord Belial, Ave Lord Leviathan, Ave beautiful Queen Lilith, the true Queen of the Night and the true Mother of all demons, Ave King Pazuzu, Ave King Azazel, Ave Queen Astaroth, Ave Great King Lucifer, Ave and hail to every demon and every demoness that's in existence. Yeah, I just wanted to pop on and do a quick one as I'm on my way up to my place, my home, my house, apartment, whatever you want to call it. It's a roof over my head, that's all that matters. It's a dry roof over my head, so it's a dry roof over my head, food in my belly, that's all that matters, it's the important thing. Alright? With that, I'm hoping everybody had a good weekend. I actually had a really good weekend. I went to my niece's wedding, and it wasn't in a fucking church, a giant church. They had it outdoors on a farm, which was good. It was really fucking good, because at least there was no one there giving a speech, no priest or minister or whatever giving a speech for an hour. It was only like 20 minutes long the most, and it was done. And it was really nice. It was nice. It was nice to spend time with my mother. I haven't seen my mom since 2009, so it was actually really nice to see my mom. Plus, I got to see my my sister that is next to me, and I have not seen her since 2005, and I got to see her. Got to see my oldest sister that's alive. You know, nieces, nephews, cousins, you know, aunts, people that I haven't seen in years, and it actually worked out pretty good. But I know Father Satan was with me, and King Lucifer and all the demonic, all walls gone, which is a great thing, which is the best thing actually. So I'm hoping all my true brothers and sisters had a good weekend, a nice, safe, unholy, demonic, satanic weekend. That's what I'm hoping they did. I'm hoping happened. Now, whether it did or not, I don't know, but I hope so. I hope you had a healthy weekend. That's the most important thing. Because if you don't have your health, you don't have much, man. You gotta have your health. You know. But anyway, Father Satan is with us regardless, no matter what. And I want to talk about doing satanic and demonic rituals, or doing them through necromancy or demonolatry or what have you. Either way, there's still rituals to Father Satan and a demonic divine, which is the most, and King Lucifer and a demonic divine, which is the most important thing. But with saying that, any mail there from the owner? Check my mail. Just be a second, I was checking my mail. Nope. Because I'm expecting 2 more books, eh? That's the only reason why. But in saying that, to get back to what I was saying. To get back to what I was saying about satanic and demonic rituals. People think I talk to Father Satan, okay, King Lucifer, Lord Belial, beautiful Queen Lilith, Queen Astaroth, King Asmodee, King Asmodeus, Lord Florius, King Pazuzu, King Lucifer, Lord Leviathan, Lord Beelzebub, Lord Belberith, Lord Berith, Lord Cameo, and the list, and it goes on, right? For millions, billions, quadrillions, countless numbers. I talk to, or I try to. I do actually. I'm always talking to probably 90% of the time. No more than that. I'd say 99% of the time. I'm talking to the demonic. Now, I don't get answers 99% of the time. It's not like I'm standing up. It's not like I'm standing up and King Lucifer taps me on the shoulder and asks me to go for a coffee, which is what some people believe. And that's the truth. Some people really do believe that. Or, I know of one person that really does believe it, and I think that's just, you know, don't work that way. Sorry. You don't do rituals to the demonic divine. You don't do rituals and do a ritual and expect Lord Belial, King Lucifer, King Asmodeus to stand up in front of you. Don't work that way. You know, don't work that way. Never has and never will. Never worked that way, ever. You know, so why? And the one I'm talking about, she don't even do rituals, man. Not to my knowledge. She tells me she don't. She started using a Ouija board about a month ago, maybe. And the first night she was using the Ouija board, she messaged me the next night. Apparently, the next day she messaged me at some point and asked me if she messaged me and asked me if she said, the first thing she said, "Oh, this doesn't work." I said to her, "What the fuck are you talking about? What don't work?" And she said, "The Ouija board doesn't work." And I said, have you ever thought of maybe, you know, you're asking the wrong questions? Or maybe you think about it. I said, think about this. I said, you're asking Lord Belial, King Lucifer, and King Asmodeus, who are very high-ranking demons, okay? Ancient gods. You're asking three of them, and they're very, very powerful. And you're asking the three of them, not just one, the three of them. You're asking them if they'll show up. Yeah, the three of them are going to stand up alongside you, and you're all going to go for coffee together. Like, this is the kind of stuff that she gets on with. This is the kind of fucking weirdo nut job stuff she gets on with, man. And I tried to explain it to her a million times. That's not the way it works. That ain't the way it works. Like, you might do a ritual for King Lucifer, or you might do a ritual to Lord Belial, or whichever, King Asmodeus, and you might never hear talk. You might sense them around you, maybe, but you mightn't even do that. You mightn't even sense them around you at all. But if you do the ritual correctly, 9 chances out of 10, well, actually 10 chances out of 10. If you do it correctly, you're going to know if either one of them are around. If you do it correctly, but not all three to one time, that doesn't even make sense, man. And that's what I told her. It doesn't even make sense. But with that being said, I also told her that, how about doing it how about, you know, and then when I said to her, how about trying it one at a time, like not three at a time. I said, how about doing a ritual, using a candle and all that for your light or whatever. I said, and try doing a ritual for one at a time instead of three. And she said, oh no, I want three of them, not just one, I want three of them. That's the way she gets on, right? Oh no, I want three of them. And I said, well, it ain't gonna happen. I said, you're not expecting it to happen anyway. I said, but it ain't gonna happen. Oh, there's a beautiful girl. I should be able to catch this one on. Where's that fucking pole? Right there. Should be able to see that one. Right on top of the light. Right there. Yep. And she just left. I finally caught a crow. Took me a while. Because there seems to be one crow that pretty much is always around. There seems to be one crow that's pretty much always around me. Like on a pole or a tree or something, right? But anyway, back to the rituals. I told her, I said, first off, you got to be 100% honest with yourself when you're doing the ritual, because whichever ancient god you're doing the ritual to, they know if you're pure of heart or not. They know if you're honest or if you're just full of crap. They know that. And if you're full of crap, they're not going to waste their time with you. If they get one inkling that, in my honest opinion, if they get one inkling, one little blip saying that, you know, if they get any kind of blip saying that you're not worth trusting, they're not going to trust you. So obviously, if they don't trust you, they're sure as hell not going to do. They're sure as hell not going to come on and do a full-on manifestation to you. They're not going to give you any indication that they even knew you did a ritual, because they're not interested in you, because you're wasting their time or trying to waste their time. But this one won't listen. So in my honest opinion, what she gets, she got coming to her. And I'm not, it is what it is. That's like the keyboard Satanists and the fake Satanists and all that crowd. All that bunch. They got what they got coming to them, man. I don't feel a bit bad for none of them, not one. Not one bit do I feel bad for any of them. I really don't, and I never will. They get what they got coming to them, period. That's the whole thing. Whatever they got coming to them, they deserve. And I hope it's a million times worse than I think. And in all honesty, for it to be a million times worse than I think, they got no idea what they're in store for. Not a clue. Not a clue. They're going to be mangled. They're going to be all running, howling to the loony bin. And you know what? It'll look good on every one of them. It really will. Every single one. And with that, you have to do your rituals, man. You really do. You have to do your rituals true. Like, and not half rituals or go about it halfway. You got to be like real. Blood rituals, give blood. You know, don't be afraid to get one of them little diabetic pins at a drugstore and give a couple drops of blood. At least a couple drops. Me personally, I give a fucking load. Every time I do a blood ritual, which is usually once a month, I give a lot of blood. I don't give a couple drops. I give a lot. And by saying a lot, I mean a lot. I'm not lying. I'm being dead serious. And it seems to me, the way that I get it, the more blood I give, the more powerful the ritual is. Now, and in saying that, the ritual can be just as powerful with 2 drops of blood. Just 2 drops, or even 1, if that's all you can get out of you. And don't be coming up with this saying, well, I'm afraid to cut myself, or I'm afraid to this. Okay, what about King Lucifer and Father Satan? What about all the bullshit that's said about them? What? You don't hear them complaining, saying they're afraid to do this, they're afraid to do that. They're afraid of this, they're afraid of that. You don't hear talk of any of the ancient people who were swinging from a tree because they got hung, or because they were stretched apart, or they were drowned, or burned to death at the stake, burned on a stick alive like a marshmallow at a barbecue. You never heard them complaining. They went to their howling death, still firmly believing in Father Satan and all demonic, and King Lucifer, and so don't have me none of that bullshit about, oh, I'm afraid to bleed. I don't like cutting myself. I don't like giving a couple drops of blood. Bullshit. You just don't want to do it. It's not the point of you being afraid to do it. So in other words, you're afraid to do that. You're afraid to do a satanic ritual. Simple. That's my honest opinion on that. If you're afraid to do a blood ritual, in my honest opinion, you're afraid you're not worth even calling a Satanist, a true sinister Satanist. In my honest opinion, if you're afraid to give, now true brothers and sisters and Father Satan got no problem doing blood rituals, and I mean none. And I'm dead serious. They got no problem at all, 0. And that's true brothers and sisters. And with that, I'm gonna let you go because I got some. Ave Satanis, Ave Lucifera, Ave Lord Belial, Ave Lord Leviathan, Ave King Lucifer, Ave Father Satan, Ave Beautiful Queen Lilith, Ave to every demon and every demoness that's in existence. Hail Satan. I'll talk to you next.